5% through the village in mapping all of that, and it's been some hard work on Alyssa's part to get that all done, working with Howard's staff every time she's here in the village. So I just wanted to mention that, and then I'll turn it over to Alyssa.
Thank you, Eric. A few other updates that I wanted to bring to your guys' attention since the last time we last presented is that the board recently approved the increase in days the GIS program is present in the village from 3 days to 4. And as you can see that we have been hard at work, and that 4th day has been a great addition and allows me to get a lot more work done, such as we have in the spring we deployed a hydrant maintenance collector application, which the fire department is able to use out in the field and collect additional information on the fire hydrants, which also then allows for that information to be updated and visible in the internal map office application, which is the GIS application that we released at the previous village board meeting. Additionally, we have also been integrating and mapping out the responses from the residential drainage survey so that in the future we can analyze the data that we have collected and see where current hotspots are within the village and how the drainage system is working. And then the last update is we have been hard at work to release the new public version of the map office application, and this is available for all residents to use on the village website. And now I'd like to give you a little demonstration of how this can be used, which is coming from the village website here. So what residents can do is they can click on any one of the tabs, so either residents, under business, or government, and they will find GIS and then the village map application. So if you click on that, it will open up a new tab, and it will pull up the GIS consortium map page for the village. And then down here is a link to the map office application. What this allows residents to do is, as you can see, there's basic map functionality here, and then there's several different navigational areas. So we have the side panel, which consists of a find and go box, where residents can type in an address, parcel identification number, an intersection, a place, a street, or a coordinate, and they can just type in go. So we can do, as you can see, as I began typing, it will automatically populate addresses within the village. Then once you click on a selected location, it will pull up the location that was found. So once you select a location, a red point will be placed on the address that you selected. And from there, you can then interact with the map using various tools that are built into the application, such as measure distance, measure area. You can mark up the map in various different ways. You can also view the map in a combination of views, which you can see then this map, as well as a Google Street View of the address selected, as well as a Bing Maps bird's eye view of the address. And then lastly, you can also find an XY coordinate of the address you placed. An additional feature that I would like to highlight is once you've typed in an address, you can click on parcel summary in the tasks box. And what this will do is it will generate additional property information about an address. So residents or prospective residents can come here and see various information about an address or their property.
Like what?
So you'll be able to see a garbage collection day for that address, as well as you can scroll down and see what school district the address is in, as well as what precinct, and then additionally you can see what zoning district that address falls under. In addition to all of this information, there will also be an option to see customized information that the village will want to share with the residents of Schiller Park. And all this information will be found in the Layers tab. So this is where we can expose various information such as when the village has their garage sale. We can expose that information here, and residents can come in, see where the various garage sales are throughout the town, as well as for other special events such as 4th of July parade, and as well as even just detours, any type of additional information that the village wants to expose to its residents. Then lastly, what you can also do is you can also click on the photo view and see an aerial imagery of the village of Schiller Park. So this is a village mapping application. It can be found on the village website by either clicking on the residents tab, the business tab, or the government tab, and clicking on the GIS map application. And this is now available on the village website, so residents can now access this information and find out more about their town.
So there's nowhere to hide anymore.
One thing I'd like to add is that as far as the aerial mapping, that is one thing that MGP does with many of its other communities, is they all plan together to do aerial mapping of the community, so we can update it more regularly. It is expensive, and it is something that we probably bring back to the board for discussion as part of next year's budget, because I know that they do encourage the participating communities to get a few quality in.
Do you have any questions for Alyssa or I about the map office application that's available on the website?
They did say that. They did
Questions?
have some.
Looks like it's going to work
Yeah.
well. Very nice. Thank you.
Before it was no pausing garage sale. It's everything at. So it's been about over 100.
Okay. Next one is we have the Public Building Commission. Would like to give a overview of who they are and how they can help the village.
And we have Terry Haymaker and Ivan Hansen here this evening, representing PBC, Public Building Commission.
Good evening. Thank you so much for allowing us this time. We'll be brief. I know you guys have a long agenda. I just want to hit some highlights about the Public Building Commission, who we are, and what services we can offer to municipalities. Ivan is handing around 2 different brochures. We also put them in the Dropbox for you as well, for you to see them ahead of time. The PBC has been in business for over 50 years. We're a government entity. We're not a business, we're not a nonprofit, we're a government entity. We were given our authority from the state of Illinois with the charter to go out and work for other municipalities and government bodies, like park districts or school districts or villages. We do planning, design, and construction of any and all municipal facilities. We're here to help municipalities with their capital planning needs, with their facility assessment needs, and any project development work they need done within their village inventory. And so the ways we do this, besides planning, designing, and constructing new buildings or renovation buildings, we also do facility assessments for existing buildings. We do capital planning to assist the villages chart out a 5-year plan or 10-year plan for how their facilities can be improved, where the priorities are over time. We also do energy efficiency projects in municipal facilities too. It's a very important program that we've launched at the PBC over the last couple of years, and we've had 3 or 4 successful projects done so far. Our team that we have at the PBC has experience in not only building and developing facilities, but also operating them. So we're familiar with what it's like to operate a municipal facility, and then therefore we do a better job for people building it and developing it and assessing it and helping to prioritize. That's my 10-second fast talking overview. But both Ivan and I are here to answer any questions you may have about PBC and what services we can offer to municipalities.
So, did you say you're a government body?
We are. We're a government entity.
So then the help that you would provide us would be free because we already pay for it with our taxes?
We are a government entity, but we are not a taxing body. So any services we provide are funded from who's ever asking the service of us. So if a village or a school district or a park district has a project, a plan, a building, a facility assessment, anything large or small, a traffic study, we can do all of those things, and we engage directly with the municipality, but there is a cost to it because we have our costs and the costs of our consultants.
Okay, so you would be similar to any other private business that does similar planning And what does the government connection mean?
Well, it's different because we know, we have a board of commissioners. We know exactly how government entities operate. We're transparent. Everything we do is posted on the website. Every contract we enter into, our annual capital budget. I mean, a private planning firm or construction management firm doesn't put all that on their website. We're a government entity, so all that goes up there. Like, we're an open book. Everything we do needs to be authorized by our board. So again, we don't just sit in a room and come up with a task or a project. We have a public process where we have a public hearing, we have testimony. So we understand exactly what the village is going through here tonight in your twice monthly board meeting. We have the same thing with our board meetings. So we understand how villages operate, and your goal is to serve the public good. That's our goal too, is to serve the public good. We're there to create public projects that benefit a village.
Okay, thank you.
So Terry, how would you help us with our comprehensive plan? Because the big thing now is we do want to get our comprehensive plan on paper. How would you start helping us with that?
So first of all, we want to meet with everybody, all the stakeholders that you have in mind, and understand what the priorities and goals are. And then we would everybody here sitting at these tables has an idea of what needs to happen with Schiller Park. So we would take all those ideas, map them out so you can see them, document existing conditions, put forward what the future plan is going to, could be as the village trustees see it, and then, roll that out for people to review and see. So the first step is documenting what assets you currently have in the village. Where are your redevelopment zones? I mean, everybody here knows them. They're very clear within the village. We document them. We do an economic development analysis to see what's the potential for those sites, so that the village knows how to start marketing them or getting them out to the development world.
And then just so the trustees understand, how does it, so for instance, when you start doing that work, you start assessing the amounts, like what our properties are worth and stuff, where does your cost come in?
So the cost for our fee for services is based on our staff time or any sub-consultants that we engage in order to produce a product. So if you want a plan, a large plan or a small plan into booklets or whatever that document, whatever that form is, or do you want a database that you can own and maintain and update over time, we usually would engage a consultant to work with us as a part of the process. So whatever those costs are, that would be a part of the proposal that we would put forward to the village.
Okay, and would we enter into a contract with you, or what would we do?
We have two steps for any work we do with any municipality. The first step is an intergovernmental agreement.